Since its release this year, Street Fighter V has had some improvements made to it regarding content. I'm playing the game in late November 2016, so my views of the complete package are as the game is at this stage. I expect that to change in the future. As it is, the offerings seem bare bones and a little scummy. There's a story mode for single player, but I have this feeling that you have to play through all the individual character stories to gain access to the single player mode. That would be okay, but that includes the DLC characters. Each costs $100,000 of in-game currency. Having completed all the character stories, I was able to afford one DLC character. This means that you have to either grind out money on the other modes or do what this design wants you to do, break down and spend more money on this full-price AAA game. It seems that the bulk of the game is designed around online play. Of course, anybody who has played a fighting game knows that the difference in skill needed between someone who's played around single player or with friends to someone who fights online or in arcade-style tournaments is night and day. It didn't help that I had trouble finding casual matches. I somewhat blame my terrible Australian internet. But in those situations where I found an opponent, I got my ass absolutely handed to me. I accept that it's going to take a while to work out how the characters and systems work, and how best to combat that, but such utter domination is more than a little disheartening. Yes, the game has combo trials, demonstration videos, and a training mode, but to be honest, I found these rather dull. I know, I might have to go through a lot of boring drills and practice before I can even start to be competitive, but I'd rather work most of that out during a fight, if I can find them. Luckily, there are plenty of online resources on how to get better. These do require practice and drills, but help is there outside the game if you want it. Now you may have noticed that I have talked very little about the game. That's because the game is great. It looks great on low settings, the animation is spectacular, Fang and Dhalsim's movement made my jaw hinge open when I first tried them out, the music is pleasant, most of the characters are likable, and the actual fighting mechanics are deep layered and responsive. It's just everything surrounding this beautiful core. The piecemeal grinding to weaken your resolve to spend more money, the limitations on single player, the difficulty of fighting online opponents, and the lack of preparing a new player for the absolute reaming they have to receive if they choose to venture online in the first place, these things make the game off-putting. Despite this, I look forward to putting in more time into Street Fighter V. Perhaps this is the entry that finally strengthens my resolve to learn how to play fighting games properly.